Hello, welcome to my guide to the Newtown Township website. In this first lesson, I'm going to be talking about finding out about upcoming meetings. So suppose you wish to attend an upcoming public meeting, such as the next meeting of the Board of Supervisors, but you want to make sure you know what's on the agenda so that you don't waste your time going to a meeting that won't cover any issue you care about. As always, the first step is to go to the home page, which is newtownpa.gov. You should see this nice page with a big scrolling video. Kind of cool, right? No other municipal website that I know of dedicates so much of its homepage to graphics. In any case, you also see the main sections of the website: the home, community, business, government, departments, and contact. You could click on government, but I like to first see the calendar. You need to scroll down to see that. So click on the down arrow and up pops this screen. Some very useful information here, which I'll get into in later lessons. But you have to scroll down further to see the calendar. Finally, I see the column here of upcoming township meetings. Here you will see most, but not all, of the meetings that are scheduled. For example, I do not see any Board of Supervisors meetings listed here. What you have to do is scroll further down until you get to the calendar menu at the bottom of the screen. Okay, let's click on the calendar icon to bring up the calendar. Now you see the Newtown Township calendar events and meetings. And if you scroll down, you will see that there is a Board of Supervisors meeting scheduled for June 23rd. Let's click on that. You'll see that it's going to be on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. The location, in this case, is incorrect. It says Newtown Township Public Meeting Room, but it says Zoom meeting. So I'm not quite sure if this is a Zoom meeting or a in-person meeting. In any case, there are also other links that allow you to add this meeting to your calendar, to your personal calendar. I don't like to mess with that. What I want to find is the agenda for this meeting, but I see no links to get me to that. So now what do? Well, maybe I should have clicked on this government menu at the top of the page. Actually, all you have to do is roll your mouse pointer over it and a menu pops up here. Now, I don't see the Board of Supervisors specifically on this menu, but you'll note that if you go to boards and committees, you can see another submenu which lists all the boards and committees, and you will see the Board of Supervisors on that committee. Now, note you can move over there, but be careful because if you don't do it properly, you might close the menus and then you'd have to do it over again. But in any case, let me click on Board of Supervisors. Okay, now here is the Township Board of Supervisors page on the website, and you can see it has a list of all the past Zoom meetings. It has a button here where you can watch past Board of Supervisors meetings, and has information about the Board of Supervisors. And then if you go further down, you'll see the supervisor meeting minutes and agendas, and they're arranged by year. We're interested in 2021, so I'm going to click on that, but I was curious about this little I information button, but all that tells me is that this is when this folder was created. So anyway, let me click on that. And now I can see that there is agendas available. There's other information like the bills lists, which is pretty interesting. It gives you a list of all the bills that were paid in 2021. I'm not interested in that, so I'm going to go back to 2021 and click on agendas. And I see previous agendas for meetings in the past, but I don't see any agenda for the June 23rd meeting. That agenda is not yet available because most agendas are not posted until just a few days before the meeting. Actually, the law requires that agendas, or at least meeting notices, be posted no later than 24 hours before the meeting. The Board of Supervisors agendas are usually posted at the close of business on the Friday before the meeting. Thus, the agenda for the June 23rd, 2021 meeting will not be available until June 18th. So I'm out of luck here. But if we go back to the calendar, let's find out where the calendar icon is, and you will see some of the other meetings. And let's look at the Planning Commission Zoom meeting and see if I can find the agenda for that. Again, we have some information about location, the time of it. Here is correctly noted as Zoom at 7:30, but there's no information about the calendars. So what I am going to do is click on this Planning Commission page link. Unfortunately, you wouldn't know it's a workable link unless you scroll over it and see your mouse change to a pointing finger. So let's click on that and go to the Planning Commission page, which looks very similar to the Board of Supervisors page with past Zoom meetings. Scrolling down, I see the commission members, but I don't see the agenda. I don't see what I saw on the Supervisors page. There is no meeting minutes and agendas list. So this is true of every committee page. It's not like the Board of Supervisors page. So the problem is to find agendas for upcoming meetings of any committee other than the Board of Supervisors. We need a different way of doing that. So I'll let you in on my secret way of accessing more information about upcoming meetings, including agendas and meetings of past meetings, plus the agenda of the next scheduled meeting, if we are lucky. So first, let's go back to the government menu and go down and click on minutes and agendas. I bet you saw that before. I wondered why I didn't click on that. But that's how I do it. So now I would go down to the Planning Commission and click on that. And pick the year, which is 2021. And now I see agendas, and this is the same process we use for the Board of Supervisors, and hopefully this time we'll find an agenda for this June 15th meeting. And here it is, June 15th. And if I click on that, eventually the agenda comes up. And what we should note about this is that this includes information about how to join the Zoom meeting. By the way, this is the only way you can get information you need to log into Zoom meetings like this one. the Zoom meeting agendas include these instructions. And for live meetings, though, you just show up. You get dressed nicely, drive to the Township Municipal Building, park, and walk in to take a seat. So now that you know my secret, oh, by the way, let's see, you can download this by clicking on this button here. You can print it. I don't ever use this shortcut to the drive. I don't know, maybe I should try that someday. And more actions. Well, it looks like we can share it. We can do other things. I never use this, so I basically use the download feature here, and it will download it in and open up Acrobat for you because it's a PDF file. Now that you know my secret, I actually do all this work for you, and all you have to do is visit my website, which is John Mack at newtown.information.info, and look under events and meetings under upcoming public meetings. And if you're interested in the Planning Commission, here's the information about the Planning Commission. I include a link. I shorten that link because the link on the agenda is excruciatingly long. I give the meeting ID and passcode, and I give some information about what's on the agenda. And at some time, I also include maybe some additional information as to background. So anyway, thanks for viewing my presentation, my lesson about how to access and get access to agendas of upcoming meetings. I will hopefully do other videos showing you how to navigate the Township website to get the information you are looking for. If you have some particular need, just send me an email to John at johnmacknewtown.info, and I will try to set up a video just to answer your question. Thank you for viewing.